So in my journey to rediscover War Thunder at the higher tier or top tier type of meta, I came across this one, the F-16AJ, one of my favorite aircraft. I played it before last patch, and it's an amazing aircraft. The F-16As in general, they are just demons, and in the sense that they are literally the best performing F-16s out there in terms of an airframe standpoint, like raw performance standpoint. And this aircraft actually excels at everything. And I think this is the only aircraft A in War Thunder, not ADF like A, that gets AIM 7Fs added to its kit. So it's a major plus in my opinion, since, well, it can help me play sim, it can help me get sneaky shots in ARB, and I really enjoy that. To be fairly honest, the AIM-9Ls on this aircraft are absolutely terrible, and I mean, you can still get them to work, but that within itself, it needs a little bit of work, and we're going to talk about that in the video itself. But how is this thing like right now? It's an absolute curb stomper, like really. The performance that I talked about, combined with everything else and how the meta is structured at the moment, you facing F-4Ss, you're facing Mig-23s, you're facing Mig-21s, it's literally mind-boggling that this aircraft is at this BR. And I'm going to touch upon the balancing issue of this aircraft in a little bit, because it's a tricky one. This aircraft cannot just get a BR where it sits comfortably at the moment. But we're going to talk about that in a little second, so if you're interested, keep watching. Other than that, how should you use this aircraft? Because I want to get the basic technicality aspect of this aircraft aside. Throughout my experience, I'm a passive aggressive type of player. I'm not very aggressive at all. I like to engage into furballs. The sheer capability of you just dodging everything, literally everything, head on, and still dogfighting with enemy players, waiting for reinforcements for you from your team to basically reap up the easy kills, let's say it like that, is absolutely mind-boggling and fantastic at the same time, because this thing is extremely survivable even in an up tier. But you need to have a little bit of experience under your belt, so you know target prioritization, what to do, when to engage, when to disengage, when to reset, all of that. Other than that, if you got that under your belt, this aircraft is going to be one hell of a banger for you. And in here, as you can see, I got another F-16 helping me out over there with a J-11. J-11 got smacked, F-16 got smacked. Basically, I'm going to be basically reaping kills right here. And you can see the shortcoming of the AIM 9L. Basically, it's not going to be really good, especially if you're in a furball and everybody is flaring and all that. But sometimes it does work, because everybody is just tunnel visioned on that, well, those couple of friendlies in front of you, and you can get some pretty many kills. So that's how I work around the AIM 9L issue in the current meta. Now, this is a very strange dogfight, to be fairly honest. I know that the F-16A has the capability to mop the floor with a grippin, but at the same time, it has the capability to really stand against a Mirage 4000. In this example right here, the Mirage 4000, I think that he's not really experienced with his aircraft. I don't know. It seemed like it, but hey, who am I to judge? So I try to get a little bit confident, and I actually start trying to get him into that barrel roll type of situation where I can basically get him from behind me to my front. And this aircraft in these rare, and I do mean rare dogfights, the F-16A is going to win 100%, especially if you don't have too much fuel on you. This thing is absolutely terrifying, and you can see it right here against the Mirage 4000. I mean, poor guy. gonna shock because like I'll sneak in a keyboard kill in there, and there you go, damage to wing, and basically if you basically damage the wing of a Delta winged aircraft, that's it for them. Like their aircraft becomes extremely unstable, and it's an automatic win at that point. You literally cannot lose the dogfight. And here's where this leads to the balancing thing that I talked about earlier. Because let's face it, the air-to-air missiles on this aircraft are not that amazing compared to everything else at top tier. Because this aircraft is like is approaching the top tier kind of bracket. It's a point 0.7 away from being a full up top tier. And AIM-9Ls and AIM-7Fs, let's face it, they're not really great at top tier, especially facing ERs, especially facing ECs, R-73s, AIM-9Ms, all of that. And if you played an AIM-9M before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you played top tier extensively, basically you know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is going to be like those people will understand what I'm going with this. Because let's face it, if this aircraft stays at this BR, it's going to stomp everything below it. Like, no problem. Like, in my mind, there is no way that this aircraft right here, an F-16, should be facing a MiG-23 or it should be facing an F-4. I've even seen F-4Es and F-5Es playing against me, which is massively strange if you ask me. So it's kind of touchy when it comes to balancing. I mean, maybe a little bit of decompression will also help it, but we don't know because decompression always offsets the meta in War Thunder. But currently, I do think that it needs to be up there with the 12.3s, especially if the F-15 itself with 4 AIM-9Ms and 4 AIM-9Ls at 12.3, which is a little bit ridiculous if you ask me. And I think my next video is going to be on the F-15J, the Japanese F-15, because those AAM-3s are just nasty and I want to do a video on it. But I hope that you can see the issue that I'm having with this aircraft from a balanced standpoint. But if you just want to have fun, hey, literally, man, just pick up this plane, put a talisman on it. It's going to help you out grinding the F2 in the future, and that's it. GG, and you're going to have a nice, relaxed time. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please leave us a like and a sub if you did, and join the Discord server. It's a fancy notification bell so you don't miss anything.